Hi, Caledonian Biker, welcome back to the channel, thanks for joining us. To all my subscribers, thanks very much, really appreciate your support. And for you who haven't subscribed, perhaps you will after the video, here's hope. So today I'm at Douglas Park Motorrad in Glasgow, and I'm going to be riding the BMW F900 GS, all new for 2024. Now, what this ride is going to be more of a comparison to my 1250 and 1300s that I ride regularly, and also my 10RA that I came in this morning. So this ride comparison is really, do you need to downsize? Do you want to downsize? I'm going to have all the facts and figures for you. I'm going to give you my first ride impressions of the motorcycle. But first of all, stick around, watch the intro, and then we'll get the review. Roll the intro. Hi, thanks for sticking around. Now it's time to get down to the nitty gritty of the all new for 2024 F900 GS. Now this isn't the GSA version, as I said, this is the GS, not the Adventure. So bye bye 10RA, I'll catch you in a few hours time once I go for a wee ride on the possible replacement for you. I'm not a YouTuber personally who jumps on and off any new bike that comes onto the market. I try to be selective and what bikes I think is going to help people I know out there who are looking for bikes, and in this case who are looking to downsize. I've had this conversation with many friends, customers I know, and staff at bike shops that I frequent, and many bikers are starting to look to consider a downsize. Well, I can buy into that. As you've seen with having the Yamaha 10RA there, 6 months in a year I ride the 10RA, and I ride it through the winter time, salt and crud on the roads to save my GS getting covered in salt, and I enjoy the fact that it's a lighter bike and easier to get about. So that said, the same again, if I'm doing any adventure trips abroad, different continents, I always opt for a smaller bike when I'm going away. And previously to the 10RA, I still have it, I've got a 2006 old Transalt with 50,000 miles that I've been riding for many winters, and that's getting me by through the winters. So don't get me wrong, when the sun's out and the roads are free from salt, I like bringing my GS out because it gives me more room on the bike, more comfort and more CCs. But as I said, I can understand why a lot of riders have or are looking at downsizing from their big adventure bikes. So the question today is the new BMW F900 GS the answer to what they need? Is it focused enough to keep them interested? Is it comfortable enough to do what their big bikes have previously done? So this bike replaces the F850 GS and uses the bigger engine from the F900R and XR models, so it's up 10 brake horsepower than the old 850. Comfort wise, this bike's okay, I find it quite spacious. The riding position, thanks to the 15mm higher bars and the 20mm lower pegs, are really suiting my big frame at 6'4". But that said, this bike's got a lot of competition out there. There's too many to mention, but just to mention a few, there's obviously the trusted 10RA that we left behind at Motorrad, and right all the way through to the Exotica new Norden. Back to the F900 GS, can it deliver the same as my 1300 GS or an equivalent top adventure bike? So it's there for downsizing to. Let's get on the B roads and let's see what it can do. So this bike's got plenty of fun about it. It's easily flickable. Obviously it's a lot lighter than the 1300 GS that I normally ride. But there's plenty to go in this engine. This engine's been about for a number of years now. Never any issues with it at all. And I'm not getting any vibrations. I'm getting good vision on the bike. I'm getting a good feel about the bike. The brakes are nice with the Brembos. When I'm tucking it in on the brakes, the show suspension's good. Obviously there's more of a dive than the telelever with the big 1300, but it still feels good. I'm confident on this bike. This bike's enduring me with confidence. So with the quick shifter on it, very easy, very linear, super smooth. The gear shift's not a problem on this wee bike. It's way beyond what I was anticipating from riding the kind of reduced value type bike, but I'm having a lot of fun in this. This is good. Yeah, bring this on. I'm going to throw this right down this road and see what it's all about. Plenty power. The torque's fantastic on it. Oh, this is super fun. You could get used to this. This has got a lot more poke than my 1008, and it's sufficient on the brakes there again on that corner. Fantastic. And it's away. Look at it. It's gone. Fantastic little machine. Really enjoying this. Superb on this little road. It's just inspiring you with confidence. Suspension's working fantastic. Show of forks, adjustable. Shock at the back, also adjustable. Got the new subframe on it. Lovely. I'm getting a good feel for this bike. This bike can certainly motor on, as you see here now. Front end's got a good feel to it with the 21-inch front wheel. A lot of people don't like the 21s. I'm quite happy with it. Good feel to it. And the 150/70 section in the back. Nice again. Super smooth round that corner there. And again round this corner. Fantastic little machine. Plenty to go about it. Yep. Thumbs up BMW, you've come up with a good one. So now for some motorway riding on the F900 GS to see what it's like on there. Right away, I noticed obviously from the start the screen is pretty low. So it's interesting, once I got up to speeds, it has this kind of built-in flip on the screen. So it is taking the air up onto my helmet. But I would probably look at something a wee bit increased, maybe a higher screen on it, because the wind is certainly quite annoying on the helmet. The bike itself has got a 14.5 litre tank on it. So it's going to give you about 60 miles to the gallon. BMW's figures are that. So as regards to long motorway hauls, you're not going to do anything like a GSA, but from my perspective, 100-150 miles does me, and that's going to be able to do that no problem with a 14.5 litre tank. Standard gear on the bike's much the same as the GS 13 1250s. It's got the 6.5 TFT screen, and in my opinion, with the amount of different bikes I ride, this is still my favourite screen. It's easy to navigate about, and all the information's there when you need it. It's also got the standard modes that the 1250 and the 1300 GS has got, with the rain, the road, the eco, the enduro. So much of the switch gear's much the same as the big 1250 and 1300, so it's very similar to me, and it's in the positions where I like it. With this particular version, it comes with the back busters on it as well, type handguards with the metal, and these are quite sufficient. I'm quite impressed by them. The bike also comes with the full Akrapovic can. Now this Akrapovic can comes with a standard bike, but it doesn't come with the GSA version. That goes back to just a standard BMW one, but the Acra can is very nice, and it's got no bad wee flavour to it, even though it's quite a big cat that's in this bike. So, getting back to the motorway ride, it's more than capable of taking you along the motorways at the national speed limits. So, not a problem there if you're looking to downsize and do a bit of motorway riding or do a bit of continent riding, especially if you want to go for the GSA version with the boxes and the top case. So I certainly enjoyed this F900. It's got a bit of poke about it. It's a comfy bike, it's good on the lanes as you've seen, and it's nippy enough about the town. I'm blown away with the bike. It's a cranking wee bike, and it's got a lot of nice extras that I look for on a middleweight bike for myself, and I quite fancy the bike. No two ways about it, especially in the trophy colours. But if I want to go for the Enduro pack, since I do a bit of off-road riding, the Enduro pack is going to add an addition onto the bike. The addition for your Enduro Pack Pro, as they call it, is £1,630. That's giving you the fancy show of forks, fully adjustable all round, ceramic coated. You're also getting bar risers for the more off-road side of things, and you're getting an M endurance chain. So you're paying for what you're getting there. It's quality parts, but again it's adding on to the price of the bike again, and you're into the kind of 16s again with the bike, with all these things included, which is similar to where you start with your R1300 GS. So let's do some facts and figures for you. We said that earlier, that would bring you the facts and figures. So I got it printed off from the guys at BMW, and we'll start with the servicing costs. So for this wee baby, servicing costs, first service £600, mile is £217. The 6,000 service is £265. The 12,000 is a whopping £906. Now let's compare that to my 1300. £236 for the first, it's 600. Then it's a wee bit more expensive, £330 than the 900 at the second service for 6,000. But the 12,000 for the big 13 is 750. Whereas with this machine, you're over £900. So yin and yang as regards to the servicing costs. We'll have a look at the weights of the bikes now, because you've got the 900 GS here that we've been out on, and that's 219 kilos, right? Most riders, according to the stats, go for boxes if they're buying the 12s, 1250s, 1300s. They're wanting their luggage with it. So that means you're moving your to the GSA version of this bike. Now it's a very nice looking bike. As I said, you don't get the Acra with it, but you've got the rails, the boxes. That's weighing in at 246 kilos. Now make your comparison to your 1300 GS. That's weighing in at 237 kilos. So you're actually 9 kilos down on the GSA version of this without the boxes on it. With the boxes is going to push it up again. So food for thought there again, guys, with the weight between the GSA version, if you do want to go down the road of having boxes that have the facility, to what you would be if you were going down for the road of the 1300. Let's now look at the pricing. With this wee machine here, we'll do the Billy Basic model, and the Billy Basic in the basic white, you're still getting your Acra, is going to set you back 12k for that. With this one, you're adding a wee bit of money onto this one because obviously there's the trophy pack. So your trophy pack's £465. You've then got to consider, if you're going down with this here, the dynamic pack with a quick shifter and then your modes. So that's putting another £495 on it. This, if you're wanting cruise control, you're £360. That's separate. If you're wanting GPS, tyre pressures, these are all separate as well, and these are all going to cost you more money. Same as the keyless ignition, it's all costing you more money. So let's compare the GSA one. The GSA one, if you're going down the road of the luggage, which according to BMW stats, most people want to buy a GS 12, 1250, 13 with luggage. You're 16.7 for the GSA with the luggage. Now, ask me how much we're paying for the R1300 GS. The Billy Basic comes in at 16.7. I know a few guys that's bought the Billy Basics are happy enough with that in the 1300. So bear in mind, your 1300 Billy Basic GS13 is coming in at 16.7, the exact same price as the GSA version of this one. So if you want to go for the luggage, there's not much way of saving. Okay, you're going to need to put a wee bit of luggage onto the 1300, but bear in mind what the costs are going to be with this, guys. So in summary, as regards to do we downsize, is it going to be good for you? Personally speaking, I already downsize, as I said before in my commentary. I'm 6 months on a smaller bike. But personally speaking, I wouldn't downsize just now all year round. I'm happy with the 1300, and the 1300 gives me a lot more as regards to the shaft, a bit more poke about the engine, and a wee bit more comfort. So I'll be sticking with it. As regards to yourselves, as I always say, show due diligence. Always try before you buy. Plenty of these bikes are out there, whether it's the enduro version or the basic version. Go and try them. Try the engine, try the suspension, try what the seat height is. Bear in mind you can get the lower seat as well, and it reduces it down. Go and try the bike and see if it's going to tick the boxes for you for downsizing from your bigger adventure bike. Perhaps it won't with the luggage, but you can get bolt-on luggage onto these as well if you don't want to go for the GSA. So have a good think. Thanks very much for tuning into the channel today and watching my video. I hope I've been able to assist you on your viewpoint as regards to downsizing. Please leave your comments and any questions in the comments field below, and please don't forget to subscribe. And again, it's a big thank you from Caledonian Biker, and hopefully see you next time. Bye for now.